name is María. I come from Spain. I'm 19 years old and I'm studying international communication at Hanze. We're in Noorden Plaatsen. It's a park here in the center of the city. Yeah, I think this is where most people come when it's sunny or just to chill. When I was 4 years old, I moved to the Netherlands and I lived there for a while. I was living in Maastricht with my family. And I actually really liked the experience of living in this country and just the culture. So when I was living in Ecuador, trying to find a place to study, I decided I wanted to come to the Netherlands. And I came to Groningen because I saw that it was a really big student city. And I also really liked Hanze because it's really practical. Well, after about 2 months of studying in Groningen, I realized that I really wanted to do something else. And just like a side project. And Top Dutch Solar Racing came to give us a presentation to our whole year, and they sold the project pretty well and it looked really interesting, so I decided to apply. Well, when I came at the beginning, I think it was really hard for some people to be able to communicate in English and to kind of make that switch. But it's actually really cool to see how everyone has made such an effort of talking English. And then, well, I'm trying to learn Dutch now because I'm living here, so I think it makes sense. And I really see that people are actually trying to help me learn Dutch, and they make the effort of talking to me and repeating the stuff that I don't understand, so yeah.
Bad or what?
Yeah, that's the only thing Okay.
No, creo que había dicho.
Well, right now we're in my kitchen of the residence I live in. When you are an international student and you try to find a place in Groningen, this is one of the first places that pops up. It's a student residence that puts together a bunch of international students, and we all just live here in dorms. And we have our rooms, and it's pretty nice because you actually get to meet a lot of people. There's people from like every country. There's Japanese people and English, Irish, Chinese, some Spanish people. So you kind of like cook, and sometimes we cook together, or you share whatever you cooked, and you just sit here for hours. It's impossible to just cook and leave. You just sit here, and it kind of you stay here for a lot of time and talking to everyone and stuff. It's quite nice actually, quite special. The project doesn't give me a lot of stress. I think that the times that I have been stressed were mostly because I had school to do aside, and I think I would get more stressed about school. But there's obviously like stressful times, and I think that you see it whenever there's a big deadline coming up, and when there's, I don't know, just something coming up, and you see it in the office that everyone's just more focused, and you feel the stress in the office, so I think it's pretty contagious. So we're really focused, all of us, on getting the car finished and getting everything we need on time. And I think sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. We forget to sleep properly and, I don't know, eat properly, or go out and get a beer from time to time. So I think that's something that we have to get back to, and I think that's something that I've been trying to do a little bit, not just take too much time, because I understand that we have a lot to do, but trying to get people to kind of forget about work for an evening and just kind of getting your mind empty, or watching a movie together or a series, something like that. I think that always helps.
Where's the corner?
Yeah, you just break a little bit, break it. You have to press the
Shift down. Shift down. Nee, gewoon in de vierde.
Jongen, laat maar staan.
Alright, dealing.
Is it a coping strategy?
Yes, go to right. That's also a coping mechanism.
Now that you know that Martin and his colleagues are going to get you into an uncomfortable situation, what do you notice right now? What do you notice? What is your mind telling you right now? Oh fuck, what are we going to do today? Are you sweating already a little bit? Is your stomach already turning a little bit? Try and notice what you're already experiencing right now, because that's part of the fight and flight reaction already. It's going to get worse, but this is already the start. And this is what you're going to experience in Australia for 5-6 days in a row. And you're going to need it because it's going to arouse you, it's going to make you energetic, it's going to make you ready for combat. Well, that's also interesting.
This is gonna be interesting.
Into the safety briefing in English. So for now, down of the tower. Yeah, the word you will hear is below. Yeah, the
Some weeks ago we were at the Kazerne, the army base in Assen, and we went there with the whole team. It was the second time we were there. These sessions are focused on improving our development as a team. And the first part was very focused on ourselves and how we react under pressure and like fear, especially. So they took us up this tower that was 20 meters high. And we had to walk over this metal thing, and it was really scary. And then we had to jump, and that was also a bit scary.
Your turn. Smile on the camera.
So we had to kind of identify how we felt.
Focus. That's the first step.
Oh, fuck. I remember being super confident about it and being like, oh, I'm gonna ask the dude to give me a task like he gave other people from the team. And I'm gonna do it. And then suddenly I got on there and I looked down and it was so high. And I started feeling really nervous and my body started shaking, my legs were shaking. I can't. Oh shit. And I kept thinking like, I'm not scared of heights, but like my legs just won't move. They just won't take a step. And the military guy kept like pressuring, like, come on, take a step. Okay. Again. And then I took, I think, 2 steps, and then I took a step back, and then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna do it. And then I did it really fast and without looking down. Like this?
This one. First I'm gonna make everything's ready for the jump, and then I'm gonna do some instruction for you, yeah? Okay?
So, go ahead and count.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Take 2 deep breaths. Concentrate. Okay. Pay attention. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice! Cool.
Easy, right?
Yeah. I want to do it again. It was good. It was really scary, but it was really fun. I want to do it again. I think it can get stressful from time to time, but not to a big extreme. I think there'll be worse times in the future, but I think we're learning how to manage those things and how to support each other in these kind of situations. So I think we'll be able to handle it.